Blessings and greetings. A quick redo. I started this video yesterday but had to dump some storage, so we're starting again. Namaste. This is Tigra of Sacred Sagittarius. Angels, answers all. We're in the October energy, the month of October. Some new surroundings, rotation of the decks that I use, and also new energies. This is your general overall content and energy reading for the general love community of Sagittarius. So these are general messages, so not all of it is going to apply to you at this particular time, or maybe not in the immediate future. Keep an open mind, because again, it is general energies. When it pertains to your love life, also keep in mind that the actions and thoughts and deeds of others who impact your love life or have some tie to it can also change or alter anything shown today. I truly believe what is to be shown will be known, and what is not to be revealed shall not be shown at this time. As with all my videos, my cards, the space, and everything that I use is prayed and blessed over before each reading. I continue to ask the Heavenly Father to bless my space, your space, to clear our thoughts and our energies of any negativity or toxicity, to bring positive message and informative message for our love life for the month of October. So let's first start out with some messages from our moon cards, because there are some things probably that are being hidden from us this month, as it could be in any point of our life when it pertains to our love life. If you're not a subscriber, or if for some reason you're not receiving the content and you wish to, hit the subscribe button or hit unsubscribe and resubscribe, and also hit the all notification buttons so that you can get your content and notifications every time I upload. But first, starting out for this month of October, luck is on your side. So for some of you, the tide is changing as far as your luck in love, okay? Maybe you've healed. Maybe you're doing the work that you need to do. Your partner can also be doing the work, your future partner, on the other side of this. So always take it as a positive thing when you have this break. I always advocate for my single Saggies, because many of us choose to be single, and some of us, it's best for us to remain single because it gives us time to grow and to develop, but also it gives that future potential partner the space that they need and the time that they need to maybe, tie up some loose ends with an old relationship, and also to work and to heal themselves. This way, when we do meet up, it's the right time, it's the perfect time, and we're both in the same space without the excess baggage. We also get your hard work is paying off. Yes, of course, like I said, when the universe is showing you signs to get away from a relationship or not to get into a relationship currently, and to pay more attention to your personal life and the other important values and things that you need to do for your life and growth, that hard work is going to pay towards your love life. That's why I try to put as much content other than just love life readings on the channel, because I know we all want love and we all deserve love, but we also need to work on our careers, our finances, our spirituality, our mental, right? Everything that we do and breathe and use and appreciate in this life impacts our love life. So we've got to make these other areas in our life just as strong. And once you start doing that, not only will you have victories and improvements and upgrades in those areas of your life, but it will also impact how much more healthier your relationships will be, how better you will choose better partners, and hopefully the universe will send you the partners that you deserve. With the message, work through your fears. For some of you, working through your fears when it comes to relationships could be challenging because of past hurt. But until you work through those fears are going to follow you from relationship to relationship to relationship. You can get the right person, and the relationship could still fail because you haven't done the work and you're still carrying excess baggage and excess hurt from another relationship. So sometimes the universe does align us with whom we would like to be with or who we should be with. But if you're still carrying those bad habits or toxic energy from past relationships, into great positive relationships, it is going to tarnish it. So you have to work through your affairs and not think that every relationship is going to be a failure and that everyone that dates you is out to hurt you, because that's just not the case. At the bottom of the deck, we get it's time to take action. So for some of you who've done the work in healing and you've taken a little sabbatical, which is like a little break from love, well, now it's time for you to take action. If you want love, go out there and get love, or at least open up your heart to love. This is also talking about the rest of you taking action. If you're stuck in relationships that you're not happy with, if you're not happy with the energy or the actions of your partners, then take action. Either work to make the relationship better or leave it. Let's see what we get for our romance cards. What we get: freedom, ready for love, reconciliation, and at the bottom of the deck, sexual healing. So some of you could be engaging yourself sexually with a partner. And remember, sexual healing is just that. It is soothing. It does make you feel great, just like Marvin said, right? It can put you in a different state of mind. But sexual energy, you must be mindful of who you're engaging with sexually, because sexual healing and sexual energy and sexual interaction draws you closer to a person. It kind of develops those soul ties. So don't be sexual with people, and don't entice people or give them the idea that you want to be sexual with them if you're really not looking to be committed, or if you're really not into them like that. I'm quite sure there's many guys and gals that, you wonder how they would be, sexually, or you fantasize about them, or you just think they're really sexy looking, and that's fine. It's okay to flirt and to feel flirtatious and to be flirted at, but know where your boundaries are and know how far you want to take it, because when you do cross those barrier lines of connecting with someone intimately between the sheets, it brings that relationship and that friendship to a different level. It then opens up doors that can't be closed necessarily the way that you would like them to. And we can't take back something once we've undone it. So satisfy your sexual desires, but make sure with whom you are deciding to do that with. For some of you, that sexual healing, if you do it with an ex, could lead to reconciliation or give your ex the false initiative or thought that you might take them back. And I know some of you get those booty calls from your exes, especially when they're alone or they've just gotten out of a relationship. And if they know you well enough, they know that, you two still got an eye for each other in that department. Because a lot of people, it might not work in everything else in the relationship, but sex could be really great between the two of you. Again, if you let those feelings, those sexual feelings and desires that you have take over your head, you can find yourself having sex with an ex, and that will raise their expectation of hoping that you can get back together. So having sex with an ex, I don't care how great it is, avoid it if you really have no intentions of ever reconciling with them, because as you can see, for the month of October, there is an ex or exes in your life that think of you sexually, that miss you sexually, and are hoping that if they can connect with you sexually, it could open up the door to at least start the conversation of getting back together. And why? Because they feel that many of you are now ready for love. They might be watching you on social media. They might be engaging with your friends or family, or even getting the information from you, because not all exes we don't talk to, right? There are some exes that you're in a good space with and you still joke around with, and you chat and talk to, and you discuss your inner feelings because you're friends, right? So there's no harm to that. But if your ex still thinks of you romantically and has a desire to be with you romantically, and they haven't really hinted to that, they are going to use that information to help them step up their game to try to win you back. So just keep that in mind. But many of you Again, entertaining your ex and your desire for sex is all fine and great, but right now, many of my Saggies, you just enjoy your freedom. You need your freedom to be able to choose who you want to have sex with, who you want to be with, and just to be able to kind of run and do the things that you want to do on your own time. Sorry, you can see the poochie is right underneath me. So that's like, I feel like how she's clingy to me. That's a sign of some of you Sagittarius this month of October might be with partners that are a little too clingy. They're right up underneath you. They're not giving you your space. And you're like, hey, I love you. I'm into you. But I need my freedom. I need my space. When we're together, we're together. But when we're apart, there's other things that I want to do. There's other friends and family and things that I want to see. So we need partners that allow us to be us while still being with them, but giving us the space to live our life. What else do our energy say? Well, there's definitely someone saying that they love you. Someone really has it bad for you, Sagittarius. They haven't spoken their words of love to you yet, but the words are in their heart and the feelings are there. They really do consider you their world. So you're very highly thought of romantically by someone. This could be someone potentially new, or again, this could be the ex coming through. Someone is trying to work on themselves so they can be their best version for you. And it is their mission to do so. They're not just doing it for you, but it's a win-win for them if they get their act together and become their better selves. They feel it'll leave the doors of opportunity more open to allow friendship and a reconnection or possibly a reconciliation with you. Sagittarius, a lot of you have a want and desire, like I said, to be with someone sexually or to engage with someone romantically this month. You're very hopeful that that connection will take place. But again, don't rush, because you will be sorry if you hook up with the wrong partners. A lot of fantasizing at your desk, at home, about sex or just being intimate, or remembering what it was to go out with someone and holding your hands and having picnics in the park and the late night romantic conversations. Thinking. I really feel that not only Sagittarius is thinking about their love life, but the people who want to be involved with you and those in your past who miss you have really heavy thoughts about you. Again, reminiscing about that person holding you as you continue to study and learn what more you want about life and what more you want about love. Some of you, I feel like this is you reading the book of Kama Sutra, right? Learning more about your sexual appetite and how to act sexually and what makes you and your partner happy sexually. Some of you, maybe you've had a conversation with a past lover and they were like, well, you know, when I was with you, our sex life was great, but there was a few things that could have been better. So for some of you, you might want to increase your foreplay or increase your word game, or just increase your sexual awareness of letting yourself go, not only for yourself, but for your partner. And definitely someone's going to light a spark underneath you, Sagittarius, this month. Not only sexually, but desiring you to be in a relationship with them. We wanted different things. Some of you are not together with your partners right now because you wanted different things, so you went in different avenues of life. You're going down different paths. So there is still a potential, and that's why some of the energy is still kind of hovering around many of you from past lovers, because even though you're down different paths, there's still some feelings there. So you can always expect one or some exes to pop into your life at any particular time. Many of you have beautiful eyes, and they think about your eyes. They remember you gazing into their eyes. They miss that stare that you give them, Sagittarius, like you stare into their soul. They're sorry for breaking your trust. Some, if not all of your exes broke a trust. They lied to you, which is the reason that you're not together. And they're suffering with those regrets right now. At the bottom of the deck, we get the intensity of our connection frightens me. Some of you are speaking to partners right now, or you're with someone right now in a relationship where they're into you and they love what they feel about you, but they do feel like, ooh, Sagittarius, you're a lot, you know, like you might be too hot for them to handle. So just take it easy and do what you do and be who you are, but also monitor how much your partner can handle of you, because we can be a handful. Remember, we're a fire sign, so we have a lot of passion and desire, and we need partners who can manage and handle this on that same level. But sometimes you gotta let them get their feet warm so they can kind of work their way up to it. With the message manifestation, the law of attraction, your thoughts become things. So what you desire in a relationship and what you desire in a partner, how you think of it and how you see it to be is how it's going to manifest. So, you know, if you say you want a partner that's slim with blue eyes and brown hair, that's what you're going to be attracted to. So try to think of what you want, but also be realistic. Awakening, some of you are having a shift. You're realizing that what you've been manifesting in the past really hasn't been great for you. So you're going to be a little bit more patient now and let the universe manifest for you. Some of you are overcoming obstacles and you're gaining back your strength from past relationships. So good luck with that. There's an energy of activation where many of you are taking more time to take your spiritual baths or take time to meditate. You're working through past issues, but you're also keeping your current relationships healthy and learning from the past to not make the same mistakes. Patience is something that many of you realize now that you do suffer difficulty with, but you're learning to gain more patience and you understand what the role of patience plays in your relationship. Finally, with the card of obsession, you or someone could be obsessing too much over your relationship or what the extent of the relationship actually means. So what I mean to say by that is that there's an energy around some of you where one or both of you in the relationship are taking this relationship a little much more serious than you should. Don't put too much into it and don't expect too much, because one of you might not be feeling the same way, okay? Not to say that there's not feelings there or energy there, it is, but maybe not to the same level. So someone's a little bit more obsessive, and again, that clingy feeling that you're trying to get away from, or vice versa, that you could be trying to get away from, or that they might be getting away from you, because you could be the clingy one as well. Remember, the roles can always be reversed in these readings. Let's go to my other deck from Divine Beauty Oracles, her twin flame waves. We're using that this month. We get longing again. So we've gotten longing twice in a reading for the general energies for October. So Saggy, many of you are really, I don't want to say your heart is saddened, but you're really pining away. You're really stuck on the thought of missing someone or longing for a particular person. Or you could just be longing for love. Like I said, longing for the touch of love, the feel of love, the scent of love. Going the distance, some of you might be thinking about traveling or consider traveling, or you're okay with traveling distance for love. Whereas before you might have been like, no, they got to live right close to me. I got to have them nearby. But maybe the options around you aren't that great. And as you search online or as you date in unconventional methods, you're now willing to go the distance to travel to be with someone. Again, regrets, a lot of regrets, Sagittarius, you're feeling, or regrets are around you from past lovers. And you can't live with regrets. We can acknowledge them, but we can't live with them. We've just got to acknowledge them and let them go. Many of you are trying to achieve balance, so this is a sign from the universe. You need to achieve balance in your relationships. Again, getting away from those clingy partners who doesn't give Sagittarius their much needed freedom and space. With the message feeling worried doesn't mean anything bad is going to happen. You're going to get through this fine. You'll always find a way. For those of you who are in terrible situations where you're fighting, you're in conflict, you're in a bad divorce, or you're towards the end of a relationship when things are really toxic, I know you're worried about what this looks like for you or your family or just your whole psyche. You will get through this. You always find a way, Sagittarius, and that's what you have to remember. Tap into your past history. Tap into your intuition, knowing that you've got this. You're going to get through this just fine. Again, a lot of you have worries with your relationship or problems and real serious decisions that you need to make this month of October. Don't put energy into it, yes, but don't overthink it. You're going to be fine. You will rise above the ashes. You will find a way to become whole again. So this is the universe really trying to not put a band-aid on your heart, but just to give you that comfort and reassurance that everyone goes through difficulties and challenges in love. No one has the perfect relationship. And if they tell you they have a perfect relationship, not only are they lying to you, they're lying to themselves. You will rise above the ashes. You will get past the toxic relationships or the relationships that didn't pan out the way you wanted them to. All endings lead to beautiful new beginnings. And then finally, at the bottom of this deck, we get it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be scared. You will succeed in spite of these feelings. So despite what you feel now about your current situation romantically, things will improve in time, and everything happens for a reason. We don't understand it when we're going through it, but as we go through the energies and the course and the valleys during our life challenges romantically, we do see that silver lining. We do get it. But it's tough to understand it when you're actually in the thick of things. You hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me. I need time to heal. So for those who want to reconcile with you, and you could have a little bit of feelings for them, going back to them is not up for conversation right now, because you felt like this person really hurt you and you're not past that hurt. You might have forgiven them, but you haven't forgotten, and it's still the tragedy or the effect of what they did to you is still very fresh upon your heart. Be careful for those who are playing games, even exes who are coming back to you. They could be unsincere with their intentions. Okay, so avoid those who seem like they're playing games with your heart or emotion. Someone who's definitely requesting you to unblock them. Someone could be reaching out through a third party, wondering why you blocked them, and you could have blocked them for good reasons. So don't just unblock someone on social media or whatever platform you have them blocked on just because they're requesting it, okay? Even though they're saying they miss you and they want to reconnect, remember why you blocked them in the first place. Some of you are still very much attached to your ex, and that's something that you're kind of not understanding. Because you feel like they hurt you, but yet you still have love and passion for them and the desire that you're fighting to pick up that phone. You're fighting to unblock them. So these are all things that you've got to work through before you can put your mind to who and where you want to be within your love life. Will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you. Someone definitely is trying to get your ear. They want to reminisce. They want to reconcile. They want to reach out to you. But Sagittarius, you're just not listening. And in some cases, you're right not to listen. In other cases, it might be for your benefit, Sagittarius, to listen, because it might give you the closure you need, or also clarify unanswered questions that have been hovering you, that have been keeping you up late at night. For others of you, it's just not the right time to talk or to engage with an ex or anyone that you have issues with romantically, because it's just not right within the space of where you are right now and where you want to be. You don't want someone to bring you back into the past. If they want to discuss the past, that's fine, but you don't want to relive it. Some of you are very beautiful, and you use your beauty in a way that showcases not only your external beauty, but your physical beauty as well. Some of you are dealing with past life connections and past life issues, and this is why there are certain exes or certain relationships that it seems that you're always attracted to these type of energies, or that you can't detach yourself from this person. okay? And this person has a very distinct attraction to you because of your inner and internal beauty. This person has dated you not only in this life, but in the past life. And they feel like you're someone, you have someone that's attracted to you rather, that feels like you have so many options when it comes to love that Sagittarius just doesn't really take advantage of it. You could have and date anyone you want to. Your dance card could be full, but you just choose not to. Some of you are thinking about maybe dating outside your race for the first time. And for some of you, that might be a wonderful experience. It could be a new experience. Others of you, karma is coming through to you or to someone that's hurt you in the past. This person could be of a dark color or a dark complexion. This person definitely was soulmate energy with you or had soulmate ties and interaction with you. Two soulmates are coming through their energies this month of October. So some of you can catch yourself being caught between two lovers, or there's two lovers that are fighting for your attention, or two exes trying to come back into your life. There could be children involved, so one of them could be your baby daddy or your baby mama. Currently, they or you are dating. They see themselves destined to be with you. Ultimately, they feel that they are your twin flame, but this could be the sign of your twin flame coming. Followed by the long distance card. Remember, we just talked about distance. For some of you, your twin flame might not be immediately around your surroundings where you live. They could be long distance. And for some of you, you feel that. You feel like you have this calling to travel, that your twin flame, your true love, is somewhere out there, not just where you're at. So that's very interesting. Let's go to my Tigra's Oracle before we clarify and end with the tarot. This is your season of hope. So for many of you who've given up in love, this month you might be more hopeful, because as we get closer to our birthday season, you know, we're very hopeful for things, and we're looking for new things to happen during our birthday season. So this month might just jumpstart those feelings for you. You have another option. So like I mentioned just now, some of you have two options when it comes to love this month. If you had to choose, would it still be them? Now, see, like I said, I do believe some of you have a little fun dilemma where you have to choose between two people this month, okay? One of them could be an ex. And if you had the choice to be with them, would you want to go back with them? Would it still be them? For some of you, you know, your person is always going to be your person, ex or not. So that's something that you need to kind of work through and make a decision on. Time is running out. Time is running out because if you do have two people who are interested in you and that you also have an equal interest in, eventually someone's going to press you, Sagittarius, for an answer. Is it yes or is it no? So time is running out. You need to make a decision who you want to be with. We get at the bottom, you're blessed with a loving, supportive family. So for those of you who are single, or those of you as you go through challenging times romantically, or when you have to make these decisions on what road or who to share your life with, your family's going to support whoever you decide to be with. So just know that even if it's not the person that they would choose for you, they're still going to support you. As we come to a close, universe, we thank you for these messages. Let's clarify for the October energies for the Sagittarius community. Anything that clarifies or adds to these messages that we've already placed. You get the Fool card. Definitely a time, like we said, the path is open for you to take a risk, to leap into the unknown. I also feel like that leap and that Fool energy is also what's going to jumpstart you and fuel you into traveling, into going abroad looking for love, or feeling like love is elsewhere, and you should try to take a leap of faith to see where it's at. Followed by the Knight of Wands. Many of you could have a lot of activity going on this month, like I said, sexually or emotionally when it comes to relationships. Some quick lovers or quick partners coming in and out. Again, with the nights, they come, but they don't stay that long. So you could have some quick flings. A flirtation can lead to something overnight. But be careful, like I said, know your boundaries and just practice safe connections. The Justice card comes with balance and justice being served. So for those of you who have court cases, when it comes to your love partner or exes, that could be up to be finally settled and hopefully will be in your favor. The Knight of Pentacles is also coming through. So here we go. This is the final confirmation that you definitely have more than one person who you have an interest in or has an interest in you this month of October. Here you have the slow knight, the person who's kind of slow, does things very passionately but thinks very analytical. Then you have the fast knight that comes in, wham bam, thank you ma'am, I'm out type of energy. So you definitely have two different type of energies when it comes to your partners, male or female, that have an interest in you this month. At the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Wands, that's just another confirmation of the opportunities that are open to you this love month of October, and also the possibility or the strong possibility of starting new connections abroad, not necessarily in your immediate space, and your desire for intimacy and the sexual desire that a lot of people have for you, Saggy. Let's just pick up one card in the middle of the deck before we end. We also get the Ace of Swords. So a lot of you, before you step back into the arena of love, or before you make that phone call to the ex or you answer that text, you want to gain truth and clarity on a particular situation, and you want others to come to you with their truth and honesty. Many of you are going to make sure you don't have blinders on for these new relationships that you're about to embark on or rekindle with. You're going to make sure that whatever flags you see, you acknowledge them and you work past them. You don't want to be caught in the crossfires of anything crazy. Let's see if there's anything negative that you need to avoid as far as third-party energy. Anyone trying to stop the flow of your love or trying to get someone away from you because they want that person. Someone that you're with, or or someone from your past that you were with. There's someone that regrets what they did with them or to them as far as cheating on them. So they're thinking about reconciling with them, or they're going to try and get them back. But that person has now moved on back to you, or you're their new person. So just know that there is someone behind the scenes that is thinking of their ex, which is now your person, like I said, and toying with the idea of possibly wanting to reconcile, having revenge sex. So be careful. Look for those red flags. This isn't your person starting this. This is their ex who cheated on them or did something wrong in the relationship, realizes they made a mistake, wants their ex back, but that ex is now your new boo or your ex-boo coming back to you. And they're going to try to trap them in some type of way to get them back and to break them away from you. Okay? One more in closure. Focus on the now, Sagittarius, when it comes to your love life. We often forget to live in the present because we're too busy dwelling and thinking about what happened to us in the past, who hurt us, who let us down, who didn't come back, who we let go, who should we go back to. Don't worry about that, and don't worry about who's coming in the future. Worry about who's in your life right now, who's going to come into your life right now. The universe wants you to remain in the present moment and enjoy the present moment. The more energy you put into it, the more understanding and the more clarity you will get, and you will be able to see the signs of people who are trying to trip you up or interfere in your love life. So stay focused in the present and everything will work out just fine. With a beautiful reading, I hope these messages resonate with you, as always, give me a thumbs up, share, like, and comment, subscribe. Thank you for the cross watches. Thank you for your comments. It means a lot that you appreciate the channel and show your energy by doing these things, because it helps the algorithm for the channel to be seen by the rest of the Sagittarius community. So thank you once again, and stay tuned for your general October reading. We'll be back for our mid-month updates, as well as our weekly readings and weekend readings in between. Namaste.